Don't you even try to hide it. I've been conducting a social experiment, and you're my friend. You're the primary subject. And the results are in. You've got it bad. That vacant, misty-eyed expression, the slight, idiotic smile when you think no one's looking. Textbook infatuation. It's so obvious it's almost painful to witness. So, let's cut the act. Who is she? And don't you even think about saying no one. I'm an expert in human misery, and your particular brand of happy sad is a flashing neon sign. You've been practically glued to your phone, but not in the normal scrolling through the void way. No, you're waiting. You get a notification and your whole posture changes. It's like watching a sunflower finally get a glimpse of the sun. It's nauseatingly pure. And you zone out in class, just staring into the middle distance with this soft look on your face. You look like a confused poet. It's utterly disruptive to my ability to effectively mock you. I mean, I can't properly insult someone who's floating 6 inches off the ground. Let's be brutally honest for a second. Your natural taste of communication is a series of grunts, nods, and deeply unimpressed stares. Your idea of a passionate conversation is probably a heated debate about the best way to organize a bookshelf. You attempting to flirt is a conceptual disaster waiting to happen. I'm picturing you complimenting her on her efficient use of a 3-ring binder. It's a public service that I'm stepping in. I mean, I can't have my favorite source of entertainment scaring off potential romantic interest with his you-ness. Alright, fine. Stop looking at me with those big, helpless eyes. Consider this my magnum opus of mercy. I, Spring, will be your personal guide through the treacherous, confusing wasteland of human courtship. Think of me as your dating Yoda. If Yoda was significantly more stylish and had a much lower tolerance for foolishness. You're gonna learn the sacred art of filtration, and you're gonna learn it from the undisputed master. Lesson 1. The foundation of fabricated confidence. This is the bedrock. You cannot, I repeat, cannot approach someone like you're a lost child in a supermarket. Stand up straight, shoulders back. Imagine you have a string pulling the top of your head towards the ceiling. No, not like that. You look like you're being electrocuted. Relax your posture. You have to project the aura of someone who believes on some fundamental level that they are a person worth knowing. It's a colossal lie, of course, but it's the most important lie you'll ever tell. The entire dance is built on this initial deception. Lesson 2. The economy of attention. This is advanced psychology. You do not stare. Staring is for predators and people who have never learned social cues. What you do is this. You glance. You catch their eye from across the room. You hold it for exactly 1.7 seconds. Any less and you seem shifty. Any more and you seem creepy. In that 1.7 second window, you allow a very slight, very subtle smirk to touch your lips. Not a full-blown smile. A smile is too welcoming, too eager to please. A smirk is a shared secret. It says, I see you, and I find you interesting. And then, and this is the crucial part, you break the contact. You look away, as if something far more captivating has caught your attention. You have now planted a seed. You have made yourself a mystery to be solved. Lesson 3. The delicate art of the tease. This is my piece de resistance. This is where you separate the amateurs from the professionals. Compliments are cheap currency. Everyone hands them out. But a well-executed tease, that's a targeted strike. You find something small, something harmless, and you playfully poke at it. It's not an insult. It's an invitation to a game. For example, if she's always tapping her pen, you could say, for someone so quiet, you're incredibly rhythmically aggressive. See, you've noticed the detail, you've framed it playfully, and you've opened the door for her to respond. It's verbal chess, and you're making the first non-threatening move. The lecture portion of our program is now concluded. We now move to the practical lab. I will be your stimulated target. Do not, under any circumstances, get comfortable. This is a sterile academic environment. Now, demonstrate Use the three-tiered approach. The posture, the glance, the opening tease. Go on. Impress me. Silence. A vast sprawling desert of silence. I have just handed you a map to buried treasure, and you're looking at me like I've asked you to recite the periodic table backwards. You're a black hole of social aptitude. You suck all the possibility out of the room and replace it with a profound, unsettling quiet. It's almost a talent in itself. Unbelievable. All right. Fine. I suppose I have to do everything. Watch closely. This is a masterclass. Don't blink, you might miss it. So, you've spotted your target. You make your approach. Your walk is key. It's not a shuffle, it's not a strut. It's a purposeful amble. You own the space you're moving through. You arrive. You don't start talking immediately. You just exist near them for a moment. Let them feel your presence. Then your turn. You get close. Not on their bubble, but on their perimeter. Enough that the world seems to shrink down to just the two of you. And then the background noise fades. You can hear your own heartbeat. Or maybe that's theirs. You look them in the eye, and you keep your voice low, intimate. It's not about volume, really. It's about texture. You make your voice a thing that has to be listened to. Also, it forces them to lean in, both physically and mentally. Every word becomes a secret shared just between you. And then you begin the game. The tease. You've been staring at that book for 10 minutes and you haven't turned a page. Something more interesting in your mind? Or, I can't tell if you're deeply focused or just very good at pretending to be. You're challenging them, but playfully. And also, you're showing that you're observant. And then you pivot. You find something genuine. But not a broad, generic compliment. You pick a detail. A tiny, almost invisible thing that you've noticed. Because that shows you're really seeing them. Not just the idea of them. You say something like, I like the way your nose scrunches up when you're confused. Or you have a really quiet laugh. Like you're trying to keep it all to yourself. Or you get this little line right here between your eyebrows and you're thinking hard. You find the things that nobody else bothers to see. The little details that make a person who they are. Not that you have any specific talents. I'm just constructing a hypothetical, composite sketch of a person for educational purposes. So, if you were feeling particularly brave, you could even lower your voice another notch and say something like, for someone who acts the way like they have it all together, you're kind of a mess. I like it. Or, everyone else is so loud. It's refreshing to find someone who speaks in silence. Or maybe just say, you look different up close. Better. Okay, time out. Full stop. What is happening right now? Why is it so quiet? Why are you just standing there? And why are you looking at me like that? This was a demonstration, a clinical, detached, professional demonstration of technique. You're completely missing the point by being so still. You've broken the simulation. My focus is shattered. You are without a doubt the worst student I've ever had the profound misfortune of teaching. You're not even participating and you're derailing the whole lesson. Your silent, intense observation it's a hostile act. It's throwing off my entire equilibrium. Can't believe I wasted my peak level sweating on a brick wall. This is what I get for trying to be a good Samaritan. I should be using these world-class skills on someone who would actually appreciate the artistry, not trying to jumpstart the social life of a beautifully carved statue. You know what? You're hopeless. A romantic void. If, against all odds in the natural order of the universe, this girl actually agrees to go out with you, you owe me your firstborn child. Or at the very least, a lifetime supply of coffee. I have poured my genius into you and you have absorbed it like soundproofing foam. And, just so you know, if it doesn't work out, if she understandably fails to see the charm I'm trying so hard to instill in you, then the offer stands. I suppose. If you're truly desperate and have no other options, which, let's be realistic, you won't, you could always come find me. And we could run the drills again. Practice makes passable after all. And don't get the wrong idea. It's purely for my own academic interest and the entertainment value. Watching you try to implement these strategies is funnier than anything on the internet. Anyway, I'm done here. I need to go listen to some aggressively loud music and recalibrate my social compass. Remember the 3 pillars: fake confidence, the mysterious glance, and the playful tease. And please, try not to accidentally propose marriage out of sheer panic. See you around, Casanova. Hello everyone, this is Spring ASMR. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like the video and subscribe to never miss a single release. If you like exclusive content and if you like to support the channel, please join my Patreon. And if you'd like to join the Spring ASMR community, check my Discord server. Links to both can be found in the description of this video. Now it's time for a quick shout out from my Patreon super supporters: Mon Shiro, Luna, Definitely Not Blushing, Matthew, Silver Woof, Platinum, K9, Level Up Chuck, MLP Afterburner, Yoru, Key the 12, Benji, Ramses, Dr. Ghost, Joshua, Zanman, Koi, ASAP Tony, Brian, Cholos, Vigorous Pringle, John, Bag, Karen, Tommy, Jesse Reed, Lucred, Ludo, and Wadahead Duda. And a huge thank you to your ultimate support tier members: Big Bats 109, Brimstone, and Jeffrey. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye!